sitting comfortable at the top, collecting 3 points in every single match that we've had so far in the league. But our first real test is right around the corner. Because on Saturday, in La Liga, the first Madrid Derby is here. Real Madrid will be traveling to that shithole that Atleti call home. And this is a must-win game. We have been perfect so far. And I don't want to see Atleti be that team to finally make us drop points. I absolutely despise this club. I feel like the only reason why Atleti exists is to be a nuisance to Real Madrid. They are shit. And based off the form that both teams are on right now, we should be slapping them. But it's never that simple. I don't even remember the last time that we collected 3 points against Atleti in La Liga. It's been a few years. I think maybe like 2022 or something crazy like that. So we're going into a war zone here. We're literally about to be traveling to the Lion's Den. This is about to be like 1945 Germany. We know Atleti and the racismo allegations go hand in hand. It's about to be a very hostile environment. So this is going to be a great test for Xabi Alonso and for the squad to see how we deal with whatever Atleti and their fans throw at us. But you guys know what I do on these match previews. I'm going to talk about both teams. I'm going to also be predicting Atleti's starting 11. I'm going to look at the injuries. I'm going to look at the form. And then at the end, I will be building the starting 11 that I'm predicting Xabi Alonso to use. I need you guys to get in the comment section and let me know what you're saying for this match. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. Now let's start off with the best team in Spain, the kings of Europe, Real Madrid, sitting top of the league. And it's like I always say, I'm starting to feel a little bit lonely. We control our own destiny. 6 games, 6 wins, 14 goals scored, and we've only allowed 3, plus 11 goal difference. Xabi Alonso has changed our lives with his tactics. Because if this was Carlo Ancelotti, trust me, there is no way in hell, based off of what we saw last season, that we'd be 6-0 at the moment. I think Xabi Alonso is the first Real Madrid manager to have this great of a start. We look organized. The back line is cooking. The midfield's looking good. The attack still has to figure it out, but Mbappé is firing at the moment. Barcelona are sitting second, Villarreal third, Espanyol fourth, Bilbao are fifth, and even Getafe, even they currently are in a European spot, even though we don't expect that to last much longer. I know some people are thinking, where's Atletico? Trust me, we'll get to them. But we're top of the league. And we're going to be going to the, Riyadh Metropolitano. I think that's what it's called now. And it's going to be a very hostile environment, right? I don't care what kind of form Atletico Madrid are on. They are the best team that we would have played so far this season. I don't think form really factors in when it's a Madrid derby. They take this match very serious, just as we do. But I want to be able to break that cycle of dropping points against them. I remember in the 23-24 season, do you guys know that if we wouldn't have lost to Atleti in the first Madrid derby that season, when we won the Champions League, Spanish Super Cup, And we also won Champions League, Spanish Super Cup. What else did we win that season, chat? La Liga. Sorry. Yeah. We did a baby treble. Do you know that Atleti are the only team that beat us that season? We would have done a baby treble. Damn near invincible. Do you know how great of an accomplishment that would be? I don't want to drop points versus Atleti. But our form so far has been very good. The last time that we dropped a game in terms of just losing was against PSG in the Club World Cup semifinals. And that was when Xabi Alonso barely had time to implement his tactics. So I don't really have that many complaints. But looking at the form that we've been on, right? The last match that we played was against Levante. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I do think that we caught a bit of life in that game, right? If we concede those kind of chances that we did in the first 15 minutes against Levante, if we give that to Atleti with Griezmann, Julian Alvarez up front, they'll punish us. We cannot, I repeat, cannot be giving up those quality chances. We did catch life in the opening 15 minutes versus Levante. But then after that, we absolutely blitzed them. The attack was cooking. Vinícius dropping a good performance. Dani Ceballos bossing that midfield. Mbappé waking up in that second half. Franco Mastantuono getting his first goal as well. Álvaro Morata with another monster performance. Absolute beast of a player that we signed. I do think we started sluggish. I think Housen and Asensio didn't look that good for the especially Asensio, because he played well against Espanyol, but then against Levante was looking shaky. Housen has been our best signing so far. This was, I'd say, one of his worst performances for us. So I'm going to need them to wake up, right? Álvaro Morata, he did his thing. But yeah, we ended up walking away 4-1 victory, right? Wasn't an easy match at the beginning, but we grew more into it. But against Atletico, we're going to need to start a lot faster. So let me know what you guys are saying about Madrid so far this season and the form that we've been on. Now let's talk about the ops. Atleti. I don't even see them right now. They're not in the top half of the La Liga table. We got to scroll down to see what these absolute frauds have been up to. They are currently sitting 12th in the table. In 5 games so far, they've won 1 time, they've drawn 3 times, and they've lost once. Now, I'm recording this video before their next game. So by the time that you guys see this, Atleti may have moved up in the table, right? They may have gotten 3 points in their match against Vallecano that's actually going on right now. But the point still stands. They are garbage. They have been awful this season to start off. Now, I still expect them to finish in a European spot. I do think Atleti will bounce back. But I'm looking at them, and I'm saying to myself, Simeone, it might be time to go. Because Atleti had a very active summer window. They brought in a lot of players, and I thought they were going to be giving us a run for our money like they normally do, right? Atleti are always in and around the title race. But it's like I say every single time. They can be up there, but we don't take them serious because Atleti at the top of the league is like a fat-ass elephant at the top of a skinny tree. Nobody knows how you got there, but we all know that it's coming down. So at the time of me recording this video, they are in the middle of their match versus Rayo Vallecano. And hopefully, they drop points again. But looking at the other games that they've had, right? They lost to Espanyol 2-1 to start off the season. They drew with Elche. They drew with Alaves. And then they did get a 2-0 win versus Villarreal. They lost to Liverpool 3-2 at Anfield. They drew 1-1 versus Mallorca. This is not good enough. I don't see how Simeone stays in a job if things continue to go this way. I know that he's a legend at their club. He's done a lot for them. But I think Atleti just needs something different, bro. Because it's unacceptable for them to have looked this shit. They've only scored, so far, at the time we record this video, 6 goals. They've conceded 5. That is mad. Now, I do want to show you guys the injuries that they have and some players that are not going to be available for this game because it's pretty significant, right? Like, these are guys that they depend on. Johnny Cardosa, new signing this summer. They're saying that he has an ankle injury. Thiago Almada, new summer signing. He's a baller, by the way. When they signed Thiago Almada, I was actually sitting there like, whoa, because I rate this player. He has tech. He has a good shot on him, can take free kicks, etc. He's out as well with a muscle injury. Then you got Jimenez, the center back. He also has a muscle injury. And something that is music to my ears is Sorloth being suspended for this match. Is he or is he not? They're saying that he has, because he did get a red card in the other game. Now, I don't know if he's just going to miss the Vallecano match or if he's suspended for multiple games. But hopefully, Sorloth is not available for this match. I'm going to be real. This guy, Sorloth, is an absolute unit. He's a phenomenal striker to have off the bench. I would have loved for Real Madrid to sign him from Villarreal. I can't lie. But all the players that will potentially miss this game are all big pieces to what Atleti want to do. So now, before we move on from these bums, I do want to predict their starting 11. And I actually do think that they're going to stay in the 4-4-2, right? I think it'll be Oblak in goal, of course. And this is if nobody gets injured in their game versus Vallecano, obviously. I think Llorente will be at right back. Center back, I think it'll be Robin Lenormand. Where's this guy? Here we go. Next to him, I think it'll be Lenglet. Left back. See, left back is... I'm thinking Gallon, but I don't know. Who else do they have to play? You know what? Let's just go Gallon. Then in the midfield, I think it'll be Nico Gonzalez. And you guys can let me know if you agree. Yo, they are literally Argentina FC. Like, it's actually ridiculous. I think Conor Gallagher is going to start as well. Next to Barrios. And then I think it'll be the Nepo baby, Simeone's son. Because he always starts. That guy is whack. And then up top, I think it'll be Griezmann. And Julian Alvarez. This is what I'm saying for Atleti's 11. This is how I expect them to look. So let me know what you guys are saying, right? If you agree. And talk to me about Atleti's form. How do you think they're going to do in this Madrid Derby? Now, let's go to some Real Madrid updates, right? Because we also have a few players that are not going to be available for this game. So, Thiago Pitarch is away with the Spanish national team, I believe, which doesn't really matter. Even though he's a highly rated kid, no chance he was going to make his debut for Real Madrid in the Derby. Absolutely not. But Trent is injured, right? He got a thigh injury. He's going to be out until late October. Antonio Rüdiger also got a major injury. He's not going to be available for the next few months. Ferland Mendy, I have no idea what's going on with this guy. They said that he was going to be back for early September, mid-September, and now they're saying early October. This guy, it doesn't even matter. Like, Ferland Mendy, just get well soon, bro. And then Danny Carvajal, right? He does have a red card, but it's not for La Liga. It's for the Champions League matches. So those, well, these three players, because again, Thiago Pitarch wasn't going to play anyways, but these three players who might have had a role in this game, not going to be available. Carvajal will be there, right? Now, I think Xabi Alonso is going to switch up the 11 a little bit. I think we are going to start this game in a back three. I think we're going to run the 3-5-2. Now, you guys know this is my favorite part of every single match preview. And I want you to get in the comment section and let me know if you agree with what I'm about to put. So if I'm Xabi Alonso, here's how I'm lining up, right? Obviously, Courtois in goal. Now, you see, with this back line, with the injuries that we have, I think he starts Carvajal at right-sided center back. I think this is why he was rested against Levante. I think Militao. And I also think it will be Dean Howson, of course, who's been phenomenal for us this season. But, you know, form has kind of gone down slightly. Left wing back, I'm going Alvaro Carreras. He has been our second best signing so far. Phenomenal, bro. Like, I was very skeptical about us signing him, but he's answered every question that I've had so far. But it's going to be a big game for him. Let's see how he performs. Then in the midfield, I'm saying Arda next to him. Jude. No, sorry. Tchouaméni right here. We're going to go Tchouaméni. Actually, you know what? Let's put Arda Güler on that right side, right? I'm going to go... I think Jude starts this game. This is why we're doing the 3-5-2. I think Jude will be back in the 11. Put him at left mid, right? Arda on the right mid. This is how I see the midfield looking. And then I think Valverde will be in like that right wing back kind of position. Again, I'm taking a risk here by putting these things. And then I think it'll be Vinícius up top, right? He absolutely cooked Levante. Scored a great goal. Got an assist as well. Then I think Mbappé will be next to him up front, right? I think Jude coming back. He's gotten minutes in the last 2 games. I definitely see him starting in this game right here. Franco, if Jude wasn't fit, the formation, I would have probably picked a 3-4-3. I would have put Franco on the right, who looked good. But now that Jude is fit, I do think Franco is going to be getting his minutes off the bench, unless we're going to be rotating. But in a game like this against Atleti, in a game of this magnitude, yeah, I don't see Franco starting out there. But who knows, right? Xabi Alonso definitely is not afraid to take some risk. So look, let me know what you guys are saying, right, about my predicted 11. Get in the comment section. We are going to be here with a watch-along. We're going to be starting an hour early, as always. So make sure that those notifications are turned on as well. Madrid Derby coming up in a few days. Hopefully, we absolutely batter these bums. Holla Madrid!